Hey, what's up guys? Clint Jivoin here with another fireside gear review. And today I've got a special treat for you. The Blackbird SK5 and the Hedgehog Leatherworks sheath. So let's take a look at it. Should I start with the knife or the sheath today? Start with the knife. This is the SK5 Blackbird by Ontario. It's an awesome knife. Paul Scheider designed it. It's about the biggest knife that I'm comfortable carrying. It's full tang. I'm not going to go into all the dimension stuff. It's, you know, go look it up for yourself if you're that interested in it. And you should be. It's a great knife. It's kind of blocky in the handle, but I like that. It feels good. It feels like a solid knife. The blade's long enough that you can do a lot of batoning. Thick enough you don't have to worry about breaking it. It's got the spear point at the top, which is just going to add strength. It's really good for doing like the little divot in your bow drill kits and your hearth boards for hand drill, bow drill. It's good for that. My Carta scales. It's an awesome knife. Square lanyard hold. My only complaint with this knife, and it's just a personal preference, is when you get it, it's got a little tiny bevel on it. You know, with sharpening and stuff, you know, I tend to grind them down because I like more of just a, I don't know what you call it. I guess it would be a convex edge at that point. But I just like to grind the crap out of my edges and get it razor sharp. So that's what this is now. And I absolutely love this knife. I think this is a great knife. It's around, I believe, the $120 to $130 mark retail. It's worth every penny. You know, I don't think there's any need to spend $400 on a knife. You know, usually if you're spending that much money on a knife, it's a knife that you're probably not going to want to use. So this is right at that sweet spot where, yeah, you know you're making an investment, but in return you're getting quality, and you know that, you know, you'll most likely, more than likely, be able to pass this down at some point in your life to your kids, your grandkids. So this is a great knife. You know, big knives are in right now still. I'm not a big, I don't know what you say. I'm not real into the big knife thing. But this knife isn't too bad. I think the blade's only like 5 inches. So it's an awesome, stout, one tool option. If you buy into that philosophy, I think this is the knife for you. I honestly do. It comes in an awesome nylon sheath. But what's really awesome is the sheath that Paul actually makes. His website is hedgehogleatherworks.com. These are all his handmade sheaths. He makes them for, I think, 4 or 5 different knives. This is the one for the Blackbird, okay? So he's out of St. Louis, and you should check out his website. Now, the sheath, man, where do you start? Yeah, it's a work of art, it really is. This is the deluxe model. It's got the pocket on the front where I stash like a fishing kit, a sewing kit. I think there's an extra ferro rod in there, needles, you know, that sort of thing, small stuff, little magnifying Fresnel lens. That's awesome. The ferro rods he sends with the sheaths are awesome. They're really fat, and I actually try not to use them. I try not to use the ones that are on my knives that I put in my kits. So if I ever really need them, I've got a full ferro rod. That's just one of my little philosophies. At the top, it snaps. And what's cool about it is he's got this little retention system that it actually will swing open. And that keeps you from cutting your knife. I know other guys have done reviews on this sheath, guys. This is nothing new to a lot of you, but it keeps you from cutting your sheath up, okay? You know, and it's all just stacked leather down there. It looks really, really nice. A great sheath. Snaps off on the back. It's got the little nylon in here. This is the 3rd generation sheath, I believe. It used to have paracord, from what I've seen. That just goes over your belt, and it keeps it from riding up on your belt, which is awesome. My favorite way to carry this knife, because the sheath can be a little bulky at times, getting in and out of cars and things like that, which if you wear a knife all day like me, that's an issue. If you're just wearing it once you get to the campfire, it's not a big deal. I like to carry it either around a piece of paracord, you know, kind of off to the side like this, or as you saw in the video with my Maxpedition Versa pack that I just shot, I'll carry it on there, or just on a kit. But it's a great knife. Nice about $120. The sheath is gonna cost you. I'll let you look it up, but keep in mind this is an American-made product. If you keep it oiled up, and you take care of it, you know, it's going to last you your entire life. I mean, the thickness on this leather is just unmatched. I honestly think, and I honestly truly believe that these are the best sheaths in the world that I've seen. I'd classify it as a hard use item. I really would. I think they're awesome. They look kick-ass, and they turn heads. You know, if you want a quality piece of kit, you know, invest in something like this. You know, little $15 mores are great, but at the end of the day, you know, have something that you can pass down someday, and you know, get 20 years of use out of it yourself. And I think the Blackbird SK5 and the Hedgehog Leatherworks sheath for it is a good way to go. So I'm Clint Jivoin, guys. Thanks for watching. And you know what I always say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. I'll talk to y'all soon.